Indestructible Gaming. Select your character. Musketshot. Mr. K. Let the battle begin. Get ready for a battle unknown. 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Indestructible Gaming and more. I am Musketshot. Alongside me is my co-host, Mr. K. Mr. K, hello.
Hello, welcome back, everyone. We're going to go on a terrifying trip together on a boat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're going to play, we're going to review the game that we just played, Man of Medan. And you kind of have to say that slowly to understand the words on that one. But this one is developed by Supermassive Games and published by Bandai Namco, which I thought that was pretty interesting. It was released in August of 2019, so somewhat new. And they've Supermassive Games has created this Dark Pictures anthology, which includes this game, Man of Medan, and then this fall there'll be a new game called Little Hope, which we will hopefully play that one and
definitely
do a review on that one. But the game is rated M for mature, for blood and suggestive themes, drug reference, strong language, intense violence. Game's on Xbox One Game Pass right now, which is where we played it, but it's also on PS4 and Steam. And you can play the game either solo or multiplayer within your own home or online, or you can do, was it theater mode?
Theater mode, yeah. It's basically, I haven't really played it, but from what it says, you can just play single player with some people, and then you can just you'd pass the remote around when the game told you, I think.
Yeah. And it's a narrative gameplay, so it kind of goes along. And, it's a choice and consequence type gameplay, so depending on what you do and how you do things will affect the characters' motivations and things that you do within the game. And there's 5 main characters. 6 if you count the guy at the beginning. His name is the Curator, and he kind of tells the story a little bit and sort of gives you hints and kind of peeks in every once in a while on that and sees how you're doing. But the main characters are Fliss, who's the captain of the boat that you'll be going on, Alex, Julia, which are a couple that are dating, Brad, who is Alex's brother, and Conrad, who is Julia's brother. So those are the main characters. And it's kind of cool. Some of the gameplay is pretty cool and it's fun. But I'll let Mr. K explain the storyline and some of that.
Well, so the main premise of Man of Medan is, have you ever, the butterfly effect. You do one thing instead of doing another thing you think about. It changes the complete future. It changes it completely. And that's what this game is, well, a series of games are based around. You would make decisions from your characters that the game gives you, and that will change how other characters feel and how they would react towards it and how the world would react towards it. So it's an interesting premise that they put on it, which leads for different kinds of things that happen for each gameplay, each playthrough you do, which makes it really interesting.
Yeah. So the game, the purpose of the game really is you're on this boat to go on a dive mission to a crash site in the water from World War II, and 2 of the characters are going to go down for the dive and check out the site and stuff like that. So some things happen along the way on the boat while you're going out to the site. At the site, things happen, and afterwards. So there's a lot of different things that can happen in this game. We don't want to give away too much of it. Other than that, again, making the decisions you do change what happens in the game. So the big thing is like on the decisions you make, the character traits will change. So they'll, be the traits will either get better or worse depending on certain things
depending on what happens and how they react to it.
Yeah. So I mean, there's and it's usually when you get to the point where you're making a decision. Well, let's go back for a second. So the game rotates. There's the 5 main characters, but the game rotates and will randomly pick what character you're going to be in charge of at that moment in time. So you don't really have a choice as far as who you want to be in charge with. The game just sort of puts that person on you, and you're suddenly in charge of this person, whether you like it or not. So, and doing a co-op gameplay, which we did online, it sort of rotates. So what Mr. K does for that person might be completely different than what I do for that person. So it kind of messes with
you kind of get different stories.
Yeah, you can kind of mess with each other.
I mean, the single player, of course, that wouldn't be an issue because you're right. Going along with the story. But for multiplayer, it's cool, but also can be confusing too.
Yeah. So
depends.
Yeah, the 5 characters, like I said, it rotates, it changes on you. So, and then there's a decision will come up on the screen, and the decision part is pretty good. It gives you some time to really look it over and think. You usually have 3 choices, one to the left, one to the right, and the one in the middle is make no decision, just be silent. Which you can do that through the whole entire game. I think it would be awkward being silent through the whole entire game, but there is a...
it would be pretty funny, though.
But you choose one of the 3 to make that decision. So it's kind of interesting. And again, depending on what maybe Mr. K has done prior to me taking over that character, it could change a lot of the traits that the person has or how somebody feels about that person, throughout the game and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting. There's other things you got to do in the game, like, press a certain button at a certain time. Which,
yeah, you got quick time events, and then you got that, and then you got the decisions making, and then you got some interaction you can do with the world when they let you move around freely at certain scenes.
Yeah, and you can pick up things and look at them and examine things, read things, stuff like that. So it's a kind of I don't know if we've talked about it, but if you've ever played the game A Way Out, which is a prison break game, multiplayer prison break game that you play, online. It's sort of similar to that, but a little bit of a different twist to it.
It's kind of like a more cinematic version of that.
Yeah.
With some gore in it, and it's scary, and
yeah. This is a horror-based game. Things happen.
People will die. You can kill your characters off.
Yeah, there's some stuff that happens in World War II, and that sort of leads to this story happening. And you do play as a couple of different characters at the beginning in World War II.
They like to play it off as a movie.
Yeah, and then this, it gets into the storyline with the 5 characters. So it's I mean, we play this game, and we played it over probably 3 nights. And the game is only about 5 hours gameplay time from what I saw online, and I think that's probably about accurate for us.
It was fun though.
Yeah, but yeah, I was kind of surprised how the characters can get killed off.
Oh yeah.
At any point in time.
I've done 2 games of this game. That's the way to say, but I did one with you and one with my friend. And I remember me and your run didn't turn out so well.
No, we lost 3 out of the 5 people in the game. 3 out of the 5 main characters. So
the potential couple, I think, became a couple.
Yes. Yeah. But there's some other characters in the game as well, but I don't want to give away too much on that. That will affect everything that happens in the game.
Yeah. Speaking about earlier with picking things up, around the world you can see these paintings. These will give you what they call premonitions, and these will show a scene that you haven't seen yet. Like it shows the future and your choice, and so you can reflect your choices on those.
Yeah.
It can change your decisions.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting. It's kind of like a warning from the game, but at the same time, who knows? Maybe it can go worse.
Yeah. And different points of the game, you'll go back sort of like to the main character, which is the curator. And he kind of, I don't know what he's supposed to be other than kind of.
I feel like he's just.
I feel like he's like the devil almost, sort of like. Let's see what you'll do, and let's play this out.
I have a little theory about him.
Yeah.
Because he kind of like breaks the fourth wall. Because at times in the game, you can actually see him kind of looking at you.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't see it, but you did see it a couple times.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I feel like he has like a special, I don't know, maybe he's like a demon or something like that. Kind of going along the lines of what you said about him being the devil. Because I feel like each story he looks at, it looks like he takes out of books and reads them. So maybe his whole entire library is just a book of death or a story.
Yeah,
and they're all connected because of him.
Yeah, could be, because you'll go back to him at different points of the game, and he'll say, "Oh, so things aren't going as well as you'd planned," or he'll say something about like what's going on in the game and how you're doing and stuff. So it's kind of funny.
I like him though. He's a really cool character.
Yeah, he's very. I don't know how to explain it. He's a very interesting character.
I'm really interested to see where this series is going because the next one is based on like witchcraft.
Yeah. So
that's pretty interesting to look at.
Yeah, and it's based in some small town or something like that. Yeah.
Little Hope.
Yep. So yeah, there's a lot to do in this game. You can definitely, if you play online with somebody or play at home with somebody, I think it's a lot of fun. You could play, obviously, like we said, single player. It won't take you long to play this game. It's not super hard.
Oh, no.
You're not going to get like stuck in certain areas and be like,
it's something you can probably do in one run if you have the time.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend it for a game that if you
just want to chill back and relax and enjoy an easy game.
Yeah, if you were playing this game maybe with like a couple more people and stuff like that, you can
it'd be fun
do the theater mode and stuff like that and try to each person's a different character and stuff, so it's pretty cool.
Do it like for a Halloween party, it'd be cool.
Yeah. So a lot of things to do in this game. There's a lot of like spirits and ghosts type stuff in this game as well. So if you like that type of stuff and supernatural type stuff, I think you'll really like this game. A couple other things about this game, that there's times where there's a fixed camera angle. So you could be like walking down a hallway and it could be from almost like from a floor view looking down the hallway. And so you kind of have to, walk your character down the hallway, which can lead to some kind of funny moments where there's some points where I was walking into a room and I couldn't figure out where I was going, forward or to the left or the right, and I kept on going kind of like in a circle and banging into things. And
yeah, they go for like the Resident Evil, Silent Hill approach to games.
Yeah, so there's some of that to it, which it can lead to a little bit of awkward gameplay, but it's usually pretty funny. Um, there's also, like I said, the buttons that will appear on the screen as to how to react and stuff like that. They come up pretty quickly, but you said in like a single player mode they're a little bit slower.
No, yeah, there's an option for the single player mode that slows it down so you can input it faster.
Yeah, because it is super fast in the co-op mode. I mean, it was to the point where
I was okay with it.
It's like X. I was like, whoa, where did that come from? And it's like because there's not much of a warning to obviously for that. But
I mean, it makes sense though. If they're trying to make it seem realistic.
Yeah. There is you can put have the dialogue on the screen, which did you do the dialogue on the screen?
No, I did not.
No. Okay, I did the dialogue on the screen only because of the I wanted to see what they were saying too. The dialogue I thought was a little small. Maybe there's a way of adjusting it so it's a little bit bigger, but I thought the dialogue was pretty small. It is readable on a big screen, but there's moments where it's kind of small. It's like, ooh, what did that say? And then I thought the volume at times was a little low on my headset, and I had it cranked all the way, so even the volume in the game. So I don't know. Could be just maybe some other adjustments I have to make on the Xbox for that. But other than that, I thought it was a really cool game. Really a lot of fun to play. A lot of the storyline was, definitely interesting. And we were always going, oh boy, here we go. Like, make the right choice, do the right thing.
This is one of those games I'd probably support for a long time.
Yeah.
Like series wise, I'd probably support this series for a good time because it's a lot of fun, and I feel like with the more upcoming ones with better graphics and visuals, it'll be a lot more entertaining.
Yeah.
Because some of those deaths could be brutal.
Yeah, and I'd love to know how many different death scenes they have in this game, because there's, really depends on the decisions you make and what happens and when it happens and stuff. So the death scenes that we have they were pretty brutal. They were pretty brutal. So yeah, one guy got crushed, one fell off a ladder, one. What was the other one that happened? I can't remember now. I'm trying to think what happened to one. But yeah, it was pretty brutal to watch these death scenes. So, oh yeah, the other one got stabbed. So, but yeah, I think the best way to play this game though, and I've only done it with the multiplayer with you online, but I think that is probably one of the best ways, because when you make the decision for the character, I don't know what decision you're making. I don't see what choices you have. So I have no idea.
It zooms in on your face. And then
I have no idea what decision you're going to do. So I think that's really cool in this game, because you're like they say on the about this game on the website, you could basically play this game and just completely screw over everybody.
Yeah.
And you could just make you could be a jerk about it.
That's why I'm really interested in how the theater party thing would work.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really funny. You could have everyone who wants everyone out alive, and you have that one person that wants to screw it all over.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
it'd be very funny.
Yes. It could be some really interesting decisions and gameplay in this. So trying to think if there's anything else that we need to discuss on this. It's there's a lot of dark scenes. Basically, there's a lot of times where you're walking around and doing stuff in the dark.
There are jump scares, so if you can't handle jump scares, I would stay away. Yeah,
jump scares. Yeah, good mention on that one. So if you hate it when you watch a horror movie or watch a movie and things jump in front of the screen or jump past or jump behind a character or something like that, there's a lot of that in this game. So you won't like that, but I don't think it's too bad. I think from a horror perspective, it wasn't that bad. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a good. It's sort of this kind of a mystery aspect to it a little bit too, and horror. But it was just a lot of fun to play. I know we had a good time with it, so I would definitely play it again. So what? Anything else you want to add to us that we might be missing?
I think I'm out. I think we covered about pretty much everything we could about Man of Medan.
Okay. So what would you give it for a final rating?
Well, I thought it was a very fun game. I'm gonna play it again. That's for sure. It's a very fun game if you also want to like get some time to go by. I found it very fun, replayable for sure. So the character interactions can be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Every character is very appealing. I don't think there was a character that I hated at all. I think I liked every character for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's the bad guys. Of course, you're gonna dislike them. But there was like, as a character themselves, I didn't hate any of them.
Right.
There was none that I just went, ugh, when I saw them. But all in all, I think I would have to give it like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, I'll echo a lot of your sentiments there because I did like the characters in the game. I love the gameplay of it. This is one of those games I think was just a lot of fun to play. You don't have to worry about, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. I'm not good at this type of game. I think anybody can play this game. I think it'd be a great game to play with other people, like at a party and stuff like that. It'd be a good party game. It's a lot of fun to watch, even if you weren't playing. So I think that'd be good. So yeah, for me, other than the minor things, like I said, the buttons flashing on the screen pretty quickly and the dialogue on the screen being super small. Other than that, that's just minor stuff to me. So I would definitely play this again. And hopefully be able to play this with my wife at some point. But I would give this a I'm going to give it a 9.5. I'm going to go that far.
Oh. Well,
I'm looking forward to the next one that comes on. I hope
Little Hope is just as good.
So that's it for Man of Medan. So what do we have next week that we'll be playing and talking about?
Yeah, next week I'm going to be playing a game on the phone. It's free, a game called Leap Day. A game where the levels change every single day and you have to climb yourself to the top to get a shiny trophy.
Cool. So this is a platformer type game?
Yep.
Okay. So this should be interesting. I don't know if I've played a lot of platformers on the phone. So
it's a single button game. I just tap.
Yeah, cool. All right, that's good. So that should be interesting to try that one out.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right, guys.
I don't have anything else. So unless you have something else to mention, we can call it a day.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening, and
take it easy, guys.
We hope you'll be able to join us next week. Thanks.
Yep, stay indestructible. Peace.
Game over.
Hey, it's Mr. K here. Hope you enjoy the show. You can listen to us more on Spotify, iTunes, and iHeartRadio. And you can also find us at Facebook and Twitter. All right, guys, stay indestructible. Peace.